Welcome everybody to Yoga Life. My name is Felicity. I'll be guiding you through a 60-minute Yoga Nidra and Yin practice. So we'll start with the Yin and finish with the Yoga Nidra guided meditation, guided sleep. So for this afternoon's class, we're going to start in a reclined butterfly shape. So you might come to that reclined butterfly shape with support under the outsides of your thighs, or you might come to a reclined butterfly shape with support around your ankles. You might choose to lay onto your mat or lay onto your bolster. If you're going to use your blanket to support your ankles, unfold it a couple of times so it's long enough to wrap around your feet. With your feet together, start to bring your blanket on top. The long ends come through and then you just pull them up towards you. So your ankles get a bit of a hug from the blanket, supporting your legs as they come out to the side. But if you have a different way you'd like to support your legs or you don't want support, you don't have to do the blanket wrap. But yeah, so a sausage blanket over the top towards you and then pull. You should find a nice little bit of support around the outside of your ankles. If you're not getting that and you want to, give me a wave, I'll come and help. Once you've set yourself up for your reclined butterfly, either back of body supported by your bolster or resting back onto your mat if you prefer through your lower back. As you come to this shape, resting through the back of your shoulders into your mat or into your bolster. And taking notice of all the parts of your body meeting the mat. Allowing those parts of your body to gently soften into the support beneath you. As you lean back into that support, I invite you to take a moment with me to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we currently rest. And give thanks and pay respects to the elders, past and present, who have cared for and nourished for this land that we meet on today. Bringing your attention to your breath now, following breath as it moves in and out of body. Noticing the natural qualities of your breath in this moment. Begin to bring your attention to your heart space across the front of your chest. Deep within the center of your chest and the back of your rib cage, back of chest. Filling that whole space with a gentle glowing light. It could be a warm golden light or any color you wish. Each in-breath, that light becomes a little brighter, a little warmer. And as you continue to breathe and soften your body, nourishing the warmth and growth and brightness of that light emanating from your heart center. You might choose one word or a phrase, an intention that you'd like to cultivate in your class this evening. It might be to be open, could be to trust, could be kindness or love. It could be gratefulness, gratitude. Once you have chosen an intention or word that you're connected with, reciting that to yourself 3 times. Letting your intention and that light that emanates from your heart start to spread out through your body, down along from tops of shoulders to elbows to fingers, spreading up through neck, through head, spreading through your torso down to abdomen, pelvis, along legs, all the way down to your feet. Until your whole body is aglow and connected to the energy of your intention. Just going to spend 3 more breaths here in this shape. At the end of your 3 breaths, become aware of where your hands are resting in space. You might use your hands to help ease your thighs a little closer together, or if they feel supported enough for you to just roll to one side off of your bolster. Maybe coming up to remove your props from your legs and from your spine, and then coming to lay out flat on your back. Legs might be extended, or if it better supports your lower back, soles of feet might be resting on the earth. Coming to our first rebound shape, checking in with any sensations around your pelvis, legs. If you've just come off a bolster, you might notice a difference in sensation around your chest and shoulders. Observing any tingling or movement of energy you can feel in your body. And keeping your left leg extended, start to hug your right knee in towards your chest. If this is not comfortable for your lower back, you might bend your left knee so that your lower back stays more grounded to the earth. And be coming to a half happy baby. So just a happy baby with your right leg. You might use a block underneath beside you to rest your knee into as you hold your foot towards the sky. You might bring it down a little to make contact between knee and earth. You might just have your knee hovering as you hold onto your right foot. If it feels more supportive, you could hold your right foot with both hands, creating a little more downwards pressure, maybe a little more sensation. If you're comfortable just holding with one hand, your opposite hand can rest out to the side so that both shoulders rest into earth. We're going for a bit of sensation along the back of your hamstring, upper thigh, maybe also your inner thigh. If you've got your left leg extended, you might also get a little sensation through front of left hip. If you feel like you're getting any pinching in the front of your right hip, see if you can draw your knee a little further out towards the side. If that makes it feel better, hold it further outwards. Or if the pinching's still there, just ease a little bit out of the shape. So you rest here, soften through eyebrows, softening jaw, relaxing neck. I'm just going to be in this shape for another 5 breaths. Seeing if you can soften and relax through the back of your right pelvis, softening your sacrum, buttocks muscles relaxing as much as possible. At the end of your 5 breaths, gently begin to bring your right leg out of that happy baby shape. Maybe hug it back into your chest for a moment. Maybe give your knee a little circle if that feels nourishing. And then send your right leg away, back out in front. Both legs extended for a moment, noticing any difference in sensation between left and right sides. One side might feel heavier or lighter on the earth. Maybe moving your block with your hands to the other side. We're going to come straight to the other side. As you're ready, bring your left knee in towards your chest. Again, if you would prefer to have your right foot grounded to support your lower back, by all means, bend that right leg, sorry. From hugging in that left knee, you're going to come to your half happy baby. Start to take your knee to the outside of your rib cage. Sole of foot points towards the sky. If holding onto the sole of your foot isn't comfortable, you always have the option of holding onto the outside edge of your shin with your left hand. And then finding what best supports you in this shape, either both hands supporting your lifted left leg, or maybe one hand supporting your leg, the other resting out to the opposite side. Whatever shape you have come to, if you can soften across head, letting your jaw relax. Eyes softly closed. Try holding your foot from the outside. Your last 5 or 6 breaths. Soften through the back of your buttocks and back of pelvis a little more. You can rest your sacrum and left side hip into earth. And beginning to release your left leg. Maybe bring your knee to chest and circle if that feels nourishing. And then make your way, as you're ready, back to your rebound shape, lengthening out through legs. Both shoulders resting to earth. And giving your body a moment to not only observe any shifts in sensation, to allow the energy to flow more freely through both sides of body after creating constriction and stretch on one side. Beginning to bend your knees to ease yourself over onto one side. Going to be coming all the way up. Slowly make your way up. And we're setting up for a dragon lunge. So you might like to have one blanket underneath your back knee to support that kneecap. You might bring both blocks in front of your bolster. And then if you have you might have your knee really close to your bolster to rest the lower part of your thigh into your bolster as you lunge forward into your dragon shape. If you've got a little more space to bend forwards, you might bring your knee back a little so more of your upper thigh comes towards your bolster as you come into your dragon lunge. You have another way of supporting yourself. Maybe you would prefer to have your blocks up on your bolster, the thigh not supported by the bolster. As long as you're getting an opening through the front of your back hip, you'll come to the right shape. If you're resting front thigh into bolster, hands might come to the earth as your chest comes forwards. And whichever shape you've come to, seeing if you can softly close down your eyes. As you hold in this shape, noticing your heel resting into the mat. Seeing if you can allow your face in front of heart space to relax. Softening your back foot, back toes. If you feel like you've come too far into your shape and need to come out, if you're not maintaining that slow, steady breath, you might adjust a little. Or if you feel like after being in this shape for a few breaths, you might be able to come a little deeper, you could take that transition option to soften a little more. You might bring your intention back to your mind, back to your heart space, and send that out into your body in this shape. Got just 5 more breaths here. Each in-breath may be creating a little more expansion. Each out-breath, letting something go. If your head has been lowered, maybe start to lift your head. If you've come down to a lower edge on your blocks, you might start to shift them back up, walk them closer to your hips so you can use your arms to press down and gently transition out of your dragon lunge. You might use your hands on the earth to come back to a tabletop out of your dragon. Just going to come into a tabletop, both knees resting. You might stay in stillness in your tabletop, just observing hips, legs, sensations, or you might find a little more nourishment coming to more of a circular movement, maybe rocking hips and shoulders in a circle in one direction and circling back the opposite way. Coming back to stillness in your tabletop shape as you're ready. Noticing, again, those sensations through legs, hips, pelvis. And as they start to dissipate, begin to walk your hands back towards your knees. I'm going to set up for the other side. So bringing your opposite foot forwards out in front. Noticing if you want to have your knee a bit closer to the bolster this time to support your lower thigh as you come to your lunge, or if you'd like to have it a little bit further away. Maybe your blocks are on top of your bolster and you're already getting a nice stretch opening through that back hip. Maybe you've got a little more room to move. Finding an initial setup at the edge of your stretch where you can hold and maintain that slow, steady breath. As you breathe in, bringing in new prana, new vital energy, and spreading that throughout your body. Each breath out, letting something go. Maybe softening through your shoulders a little more as you rest forwards, feeling your front heel rest into the mat. As you hold here, noticing where you've got the strongest sensation and sending your breath there. To support you, to support that part of your body. And to help with each out breath to let go of our attachment to that sensation. If you feel like your breath is becoming a little strained or strenuous and you need to come out a little bit from your shape, take a step back. Or if you feel ready to maybe come a little deeper, option to transition. Otherwise, staying where you are. Softening through the top of your back foot, front of shin, front of back thigh. Again, you might bring back the energy of your intention into your breath, into your body. Got 5 more slow, steady breaths wherever you are, expanding with each in-breath. Letting go, softening, surrendering with each out-breath. If your head has been lowered, gently start to lift your head, lengthening out through neck. If you've come to a lower edge on your blocks, start to bring them back up. Pressing into hands, maybe you bring them up again as you transition. As you're ready, coming back to your tabletop once again. Maybe just stillness or maybe movement is what your body's called to in this moment. It could be circles, it could be figure eights. It could be one sensation leading you to move from shape to shape on hands and knees. And coming back to your tabletop when you're ready, moving your bolster off to the side, maybe moving your blanket off to the side, and then walking your hands forwards, maybe onto your elbows to come to your crocodile shape. One hand stacked on top of the other, forehead resting into palms. Taking a couple of moments here to rest through the front of your thighs and hips and belly. To rest through the whole front side of your body into the support of Mother Earth. Gonna then transition to your Sphinx pose, but you might make sure that your bolster is close by. Maybe bringing your elbows in underneath your shoulders, hands out in front, belly softening towards the earth. You might just press for a moment through your elbows, lifting your heart space towards your chin, back of neck stays long. You might choose to stay here in your Sphinx pose. You might start to bring your bolster in underneath your rib cage to lift your chest a little higher. You might choose to rest blocks under your forehead as you lift your chest and relax your arms. If you'd like to come a little higher, you could come into your seal shape, hands pressing into earth. Okay, we're opening through the front of our hip flexors here, softening through belly, lengthening abdomen. And there will be some compression sensation through the lower back. As long as that's not painful compression, then you're in the right shape for you. And coming back to your breath awareness, following your breath as it moves through throat down into torso. Noticing where your breath is naturally filling into in this shape. Is it filling to belly or front of chest? Is it filling to the sides of your ribs? Or is it filling to the back of your body? Is it filling out in all directions? We've got another 5 breaths in this shape. With those 5 breaths, see if you can expand your breath out in all directions if you weren't already. Filling up, each breath out, softening a little more through front of hips and belly. And if your forehead has been supported by your blocks or anything else, start to lift your forehead. Start to remove those blocks. Coming back to your elbows, or one hand maybe pressing down to lift your chest up, removing your bolster, and then coming back to your crocodile shape. Both hands stacked, forehead resting on backs of hands. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can choose to bring your wrists down beside your hips and turn your head to one side instead. And as you rest now onto abdomen, into the fronts of your legs, from tops of feet to fronts of hips. Soften through the front of your chest so that your shoulder blades soften away from the back of your spine. Relax your jaw. Soften your face. Noticing your breath as you rest into earth. Maybe your belly expands into earth. Or maybe your breath fills into another area of your torso. With your next breath in, slowly lifting your forehead up and away from your hands. Maybe stretch one hand out in front and take your other hand beside your chest. You're going to slowly roll over onto your spine. So you'll probably roll off your mat. Just give yourself a couple of moments to wriggle back to the center. Knees bent, soles of feet on the earth, backs of shoulders resting back into your mat. Bringing your arms out into a T shape. We're going to set up for a spinal twist. So with your legs, start to lift your right foot up and away from the mat. Bring your right ankle outside your left knee and then slide your knees towards each other so that your thighs meet, maybe outsides of shins meet.
So with your right leg over the top, you'll start to take your knees all the way over to the left side. You might choose to rest your knees into your bolster. Maybe you rest your knees into your folded blanket or a block or two, using as much support as you need under your knees or feet or both, maybe just under an ankle. And you can maintain contact with both shoulders into earth while you support your legs in that twisted shape. Wherever you've landed, softening through feet, softening through the parts of your body needing support, whether that's through legs, side body, along arms and back of chest, softening through back of head. And just 3 more breaths in your twisted shape to this side. Maybe a little more expansive breath for these last 3. Softening, surrendering with those breaths out. As you're ready, start to transition your legs back towards the center. Unravel your legs, take both feet to the earth, or extend both feet out for a moment. Just be here for a couple of breaths on your spine. Observing sensation after spine is unraveled. And then maybe begin to move your props for support to the other side. And then as you have transitioned your support, bend your knees again if they're not already. This time lifting up your left foot to take it to the outside of your right leg. Then bringing your thighs to touch, maybe your shins squeeze together to touch, and then leaning your knees over to the right side. Yes, to your right side. Maybe you find as you twist to this side that you need a little more or a little less support under your legs. So take a moment to add that support if you need. It's always going to feel a little different left to right and practice to practice. So being kind to yourself as you find your supported twist shape. Wherever your body has landed, bringing your observation back to the parts of your body needing support and softening, surrendering into earth. And softening the space between your eyebrows, across your forehead,
allowing jaw, lips, and throat to relax. Noticing the natural flow of your breath. And then your final few breaths on this side, maybe creating a little more expansion and a little more surrendering, softening with each out breath. And begin to transition with your legs back to the center. Unwrap your legs, bring both feet to earth, and then maybe sliding your feet out, lengthening through legs, opening through hips, resting evenly through the back of both hips and shoulders. As your awareness of sensation starts to become a bit duller and those sensations start to dissipate, you might roll to one side to then begin to set yourself up for the shape you'd like to come to for your Nidra practice. So you might wish to come to a reclined shape with your knees over the top of your bolster and a blanket folded under your head as a pillow and another blanket over your body. You might choose to rest your arms out to the side or softly onto belly, making yourself as comfortable as you can. It's quite normal in Nidra practice for people to go to sleep. So if you go to sleep, don't worry, that's normal. If you start snoring, I will wake you up. If you don't snore, I'll let you sleep. But the aim is to remain conscious, to remain awake while your body rests deeply. So making yourselves comfortable, bringing your head to rest, shoulders to rest, hips to rest, and heels to rest. Bringing your attention to the natural movement of breath in and out. And shifting your attention back to your heart space. Bringing back to heart space and mind the intention you set at the beginning of practice and reciting that to yourself 3 times. I'm going to begin to name parts of the body. And as I do so, take your attention there without moving that part of the body, and then move your attention to the next. Beginning with awareness of the right big toe, awareness of your right side big toe. Right side, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Awareness of all 5 toes. Awareness of the sole of your foot, the heel of your foot, awareness of your ankle, back of lower leg, back of knee, back of thigh, buttocks, right side waist, right side ribs, right armpit, right top of shoulder, right side upper arm, elbow, forearm, palm of hand, back of hand. Awareness of your right side thumb, second finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Awareness of your right side wrist, forearm, elbow, shoulder. Awareness of the front side of your right side chest, right side belly, front of right hip, right thigh, top of knee, front of shin, front of ankle, front of your foot, back to all 5 toes on the right side. Awareness of the whole right side of your body. Shifting awareness to the left side, awareness of your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Awareness of all 5 toes. Awareness of the sole of your foot, back of heel, back of ankle, back of lower leg, back of knee, back of thigh, left side buttocks, left side waist, back of left shoulder blade, left side of ribs, left armpit, top of left shoulder, left side upper arm, elbow, forearm, palm of hands, left side thumb, second finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Awareness of all 5 fingers. Awareness of back of your left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, top of left collarbone, left front of ribs, left side of abdomen, front of left hip, top of left thigh, top of knee, front of shin, top of foot, all 5 toes on your left foot. Awareness of the whole left side of your body. Shifting your attention to the back of your body. Awareness of both heels, backs of legs, both sides of buttocks, all the way up along your spine, to backs of shoulder blades, back of neck, back of head, resting. Awareness of the whole back side of your body. Shifting your awareness to front side of body. From the top of your forehead, across the middle of forehead, to your right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right cheekbone, left cheekbone, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, sides of your cheeks, bottom of your jaw, chin, front of neck, top of collarbones, along the front of your chest and abdomen, front of hips, pelvis, front of thighs, knees, lower legs, tops of feet. Awareness of the whole front side of your body. Awareness of the whole body from tips of toes to top of head. Awareness of your whole body. Returning your attention to your breath. Starting to count each in-breath and out-breath. Counting from 27 back to 1. Breath in 27, breath out 27. Continuing to count down. If you lose count, begin again at 27. If your mind has wandered away from the counting, bring it back, begin again. Letting go of any counting. Natural breath moves in and out. Visualizing your body resting on a white sandy beach. The sand is warm beneath your skin. Your body feels the warmth of the sand. The ocean is moving gently. Small waves caress the sand near your feet. You can hear the sound of small waves caressing the sand near your feet. Listening to the waves. Feel a gentle breeze brush across your skin. Feel the coolness of the gentle breeze across your skin. With the breeze, you smell the saltiness of the air mixed with the sweetness of your favorite ice cream. Smell the saltiness of the sea and the sweetness of ice cream. And you begin to taste your favorite flavor of ice cream in your mouth. Tasting your ice cream as it meets your tongue. Hearing the sound of birds off in the distance. Hearing the sound of birds singing as you rest on the warm sand. Feeling the warmth of the sun caress the front of your body. And the warmth of the sand supporting the back of your body. And the body is warm. The body is warm. I'm beginning to feel a coolness come to the body. A cool autumn breeze. The body is cool. I'm starting to feel a sensation of heaviness fill the back of your body, the middle of your body, and front side body. The body is heavy as it rests into support. And bringing a sensation of lightness to your body. Light like a feather through the front side of body, middle of body, back of body. Body so light and weightless. You could lift away from the earth like a feather on the breeze. Bringing your awareness back to the parts of your body meeting the earth, resting into earth, supported by the earth. And bringing your attention to the sound of your breath, maybe the sound of your heartbeat, or any other sounds you notice within your body, maybe an abdomen. And broadening your awareness of sound, maybe out to the sound of the breath of the person next to you, or any other sounds near where you're resting. Broadening your awareness of sound to all the sounds in the room, to the sound of the music, the sound of my voice, any other sounds you might observe in the room. Broadening your awareness even further to the sounds outside of the room. Awareness of all sounds outside the room. becoming aware of all sounds near and far. Awareness of all sounds. And taking your attention down to your fingers, down to your toes. Gently begin to create small, gentle movements in fingers, toes, feet, hands. Allow those gentle movements to spread from your hands and feet up along your limbs towards your torso. And gently take your left hand over heart, right hand over belly. Bringing back to your mind's eye, your heart center, your intention you set for yourself, and reciting that once again 3 times. As you're ready, start to bend your knees. Maybe take the soles of your feet to your bolster if you have one under them, so that you can gently press your bolster away with your feet. From this bent knee position, as you're ready, roll to your preferred side. You might have one arm underneath your head as you roll to use as a pillow. As you arrive on your side, take a moment there, tuning into breath, your thoughts, any sensations present in body, heart, and mind. And gently easing yourself up into a seat that's comfortable for you. You might be sitting on a block or your bolster. You might be kneeling. As you arrive in your seat, bring your palms together in front of your heart. And gently raise thumbs to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, center of intuition. Return your thumbs down towards your lips and throat, center of communication to ourselves and to others. And then taking hands all the way back down to your heart. Connecting your intention and energy of your heart space to your thoughts, your words, and your feelings towards yourself and to others. May you carry the warmth and kind guiding light energy from your heart off of your mat out into your new week to come. Namaste.